What's up, guys? I've been out of the U.S. for many months at a time, and when I come back, something that I know, dude, you're walking really funny there to walk backwards. I might just not even cut that out because that's so funny. Something that I notice when I leave America and I come back is there is an obesity epidemic here, and I believe it is very bad. It's probably worse in certain cities than others. I live on Long Island, and I think it's extremely bad here, probably the worst in the entire country. I don't know. But it's very bad. It's a real problem, and no one seems to talk about it. No one wants to be offensive and hurt people's feelings. But basically, almost everybody is overweight here, and a large portion is obese. Okay, so what I mean by this is if you are just a few extra pounds, that's considered overweight. But I think more than 30% body fat is obese, all right? So many people that you probably don't even think are obese, maybe just slightly overweight, that's technically actually obesity. Now, in other countries, you don't see that, okay? What you'll see is once in a while, you'll see an overweight person, which is just like the default normal American. But these obese, like gargantuan, huge people here, like 300 pounds, 400 pounds, it's like they're a shape, a body physique that I don't understand how they walk. I don't understand how their heart, how their legs and knees handle it. It's extremely sad, and that's like 25% or 30% of Americans. It's a big, huge percentage. It's really scary. But I was in Colombia. I was in a small city called Manizales, and it took me about 3 weeks before I seen an obese person, and I said, "Oh wow, an obese person! I didn't know that they had them here." And I was at the mall, and I walked over closer, and it was an American woman. It was like an American woman on vacation or something like that. So, one of the cultural ways that you would define Americans, or foreigners would define people that are not from America would define us, is obesity. All right, really complete health negligence. Okay, and so I just want to bring this up for, I guess, awareness, or let people know it's a severe problem. It really bothers me. It's a deep concern. I'm worried about it, but I just want to say that the reason behind it is a cultural reason behind it is that we are in a society that's so abundant, so comfortable, that we now prioritize and obsess over comfort and easy and immediate pleasure, the tastes of food, rather than health, rather than fitness and other factors that are important. So because things are so comfortable here, we're always chasing the new food high, the new sugar high, the new exciting thing. And something I noticed just in conversation, just listening to people, I come back, Americans have an extremely weird, strange obsession with the taste of food, okay? Like, people of all ages, men and women, they're super excited about the taste of food. Ooh, it's so tasty. Oh, did you have that new thing? It tastes so good. Oh, in other countries, they like good food, but don't get me wrong, it's just not so important, okay? It's something, this is a difference between the men and women, I notice. Men, when they see a little baby, they'll go, "Oh, look, that little baby's cute." When women see a little baby, they go, oh my God, look at how cute he is. They lose their mind and go crazy, right? Because that's innate in their nature as women. It seems like a cultural difference here. That's what it's like with food, okay? Other cultures, yeah, they want to eat good food. They eat out, they have nice meals, but it's more of a culture of eating at home, eating healthy, home-cooked meals, not so much fast food, processed shit. In America, everything is laced with sugar, everything is refined sugars, everything is processed, and there's a lot of chemicals. If you don't know about high fructose corn syrup, look that up. That's in almost everything. Every major brand that you know and love and grew up with, they are now putting high fructose corn syrup and fucking chemicals in the food. So it's toxic, and it's addicting, that it makes you want more sugars. Okay, so these are all the cultural problems of why people are obese here, why people are overweight. So if you're someone that's maybe struggling with your weight, you want to get in better shape, my biggest advice would be look at sugar as a toxic fucking chemical and start cutting it out of your meals, right? Maybe, I think every single American, 100% of Americans are horribly addicted to sugar, refined sugar. Okay, try to go one day without any food with sugar in it, and you'll see how badly you're addicted to it, all right? My friends, my family, everybody I go out with, I notice they're very, very addicted to it. And I still eat some foods with sugar, but I eat mainly foods that are high fat, high protein, lower carbs, and not processed food, not sugar foods, okay? You know, once in a blue moon, I will have something like a cheesecake or ice cream. Once in a while, it's okay. You know, that's what other cultures do. If you look at the American diet, the problem is it's the default, all right? Our foundational food as a nation is sugar, all right? The foundational food group is processed foods, okay? How often are people eating organic, fresh fruits and vegetables, all right? Grass-fed meats, you know, things like that. It's very, very rare here. And when people are eating meats, they're eating the processed ones, you know, like cold cuts loaded with sodium and who knows what the hell they're putting in these things, right? Cold cuts and fast food, which is just chemical, low-grade dog shit masquerading as real meat, you know? So all I'm trying to say is we have a cultural issue here with obesity. I consider it an epidemic. On Long Island, it's absolutely an epidemic. 30% of the people are obese, 30 or 40% are overweight, and 20% or something like that are normal, within normal healthy body weights, okay? So I'm wondering, like, at what point does the government or does someone step in and say this is a actual emergency, this is an epidemic, it needs to be dealt with? You know, if you look at what's in the news, it's all total bullshit that's not important, and no one's talking about the actual important issues. Obesity dramatically lowers someone's quality of life, okay? That should be very common sense. It's extremely high-risk health situation to be in, and I think that we should really work to teach people to heavily reduce the sugar intake, to reduce processed foods. Maybe you got to start slow. Maybe you got to start slow and start phasing in 1 meal a day of fresh, organic, real foods, and then after a month of getting used to that, because it's probably something you're not used to, 2 meals a day of that, you know, then 3 meals, and phase it out to a once-in-a-while thing. I would like to go forever without it. I just haven't been able to do it, honestly, because sugar is that prevalent. It's in fucking everything. And it's another thing is, besides having a preoccupation and obsession with the taste of food, like an extreme prioritization of the taste rather than the nutrition of the food, it's also Americans eat socially. It's a very social thing here. People just hang out and they get food. It's sort of like the default thing. That's another big problem. It's really just not like that in most other cultures. Okay, so these are just some differences I noticed, I'm aware of, and now I come back and seeing how everything operates here, it kind of freaks me out, it kind of scares me, you know? I'm really concerned for the future. I think it's only gonna get worse as time goes on. I don't really see it getting better, to be honest. So if you're one of the few who cares about your health and you're willing to make uncomfortable changes and start building new habits and routines, then I hope this video helps you out. Point you in the right direction. Remove sugar, remove high fructose corn syrup, remove chemicals, processed food from your diet, and you'll be 1,000 times healthier than the average American. All right, so click subscribe if you like this. Drop any comments, I'll reply, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.